Hi all and welcome to the video. In this one it's the Let's Build Another Toon playthrough, number 30. So as you can see, we are back in Penumbra, having successfully completed all of the Sheol quests, and we are still sitting at level 199. Nothing much new in gear or anything else. We've got specialised feet of lead, which may or may not prove useful, we shall see. And we were up to this point on the Penumbra Zan quest, which was Observe the Arbiter, and it is literally that. It's observe the guy rather than killing. There's killing to come later, though. Don't worry about that. But just now, not so much. I completed the permafrost tool for later. I'm not sure if I want the Cloak of City Lights, which you get from the Al-Appa instance, which obviously I don't think we're going to be soloing. No, I don't. So yeah, we finished off the tree boss, and he's tough even when you're a little more prepared and buffed. He's still a bloody big problem. We were joking about it earlier because someone else had just finished off that quest for the research, as it happens. Some people do it the other way around. I've kind of done it both ways. I've done it where, my God, it's a bit white. Yeah, it's at one extreme from another, isn't it? I mean, we were, what? Complaining about, well, everything in Sheol, but mostly how gloomy it was and how much running there was, and now we're not short of illumination, are we? I mean, even if we try and fix that a little bit, let's take the gamma down, and no, that's not going to work, is it? No, let's just put that back there. God, yeah, there we go. Contrast, not really. I like it about there-ish. Brightness, again, no, it's just the base image is somehow overexposed, basically. It's just one of them. We need to do something a bit more drastic. So anyway, we're going to go in. We're going to click on the Arbiter. I'm just asking guild chat if anyone's available to help, because the second part is go in and kill a big guy at the back. And he's pretty tough. I think I have managed him on one or two characters in that level range. The rest, I've always done it at a higher level range, because he is a boss after all. And I think the underlying sort of thing with most of these Zan quests is they were sort of designed and balanced out as a team mission, really. Now, the guy we want is right at the back. Everything in here is still green. We are still only 199. I think that's him, or the guy near him. Nope. He may be down this aisle. It's a target mission, so you don't actually need to kill anybody. None of these guys. I think some of these are related to other sided quests, which we're not doing. And run away before we absolutely die. I think that resets them. Or does it? No, maybe not. Ooh, yeah. Pretty tough run. But I didn't see the guy we want. Ruminating Strife is the Hissy, the High C are going or gearing up to war. The chemical analysis you brought back showed massive adrenaline? Yeah, massive adrenaline values. He seems to think that they are about to launch another of their attacks against his kind, but he can't be sure until he knows if the Hisai have brought forward an Arbiter and sent you to see if you can spot him. Now, the Arbiter, I'm sure we clicked on him, but... Oop, don't fall down the hole. That's not him, that's the guy. So he's an orange mob for us. We have got Bob Hope, I think, of soloing that. We were struggling with a green boss in Sheol not that long ago. So let's just spam the tab key. Yep, got it. Well, at least we'll get the XP doing this part. And then I really am going to need some help to get him finished. Could relog really, really quickly. I might be able to manage it. Half killing him on, or mostly killing him with one of my higher level characters, and then quickly logging this one in and killing him off. You know, sort of do the last couple of K damage. But I don't think that's going to work. No, I don't. So, the only option we've got is to wait out a little bit of help. But we can at least get this bit done, which is literally run round hitting tab. So yeah, we've got him done, and it's just saying now, since you saw the High Sea Arbiter, attack must be imminent. You better hurry back to Ruminating Strife and tell him what you saw. So yes, okay, we shall get that done. So NTs are good. They're really good at leveling up at lower levels using kiting, which, technically speaking, isn't really part of the NT toolkit. But, yeah, at higher levels, they're devastating. But not at this level, and not with the gear we've got. I saw the Arbiter. Is there anything we can do to stop the attack? And he asks us to go and talk to that giant Hisai mob in there. However, he's not in a talking mood today. So, I think our only option is either wait for help or give it a damn spirited go about now. Now, if, like a lot of the Shadowlands mobs, this guy has all the additional range that they seem to have, it won't work. But it might work if he doesn't. So we've targeted him. Yeah, it says convince Typololen. However, if you look at the mission icon, it's a target. It's a kill target mission. So let's try Feet of Lead. Well, he will root. And he's not hitting me. Oh, hello. Boil blood on him as well. Now, he can, however, hit quite hard. Let's try the root again. Ow, wow, ow. Okay. Well, it will take a very long time, and we need to be really quite careful. But I think we might be able to do this. Okay, let's keep boiled blood. The 2 blinds. And the root. Definitely want to keep the root. Nope, he broke it. Boiled blood's breaking the root. Ow! Boiled blood was a bad idea. Okay, he's not going to let us get very far. Okay, yeah, don't boil blood him. Root. Okay, while he's there, we can, I think, stand here with some impunity. I can see that the beta lead's still running on him. Be great if it didn't break. Ooh, those are big hits. They are pretty big hits. Okay. Let's wait till we've got that bit more HP, I think. And make use of our longer range. Let's do direct ammo damage to him. Nothing else. Okay, this might even work. If you tried to do this with a heckler, you'd be dead by now. Put it that way. He does seem to have a massive regen though. I'm looking at the HP bar and it's not going down as quick as I would like it to. Okay, he's free. Okay, he doesn't seem to have any major debuffs either. Root. Need to be quicker on that route. Need to be quicker on the route. Layers back up. Renew the route. Guess I know I've only just landed it. Each time you recast it, creates a new break chance. Might have been best to leave it. Okay, what's behind me? Okay. Root. Run away. All the run away. Players. Okay. He's actually going down. Okay. Okay. I was thinking he would probably use some kind of a version of rage or something like that. Root. Okay, and layers. Oh, okay, quickly. All right, let's get those layers back. Let's get the layers back. Can't believe this is working, but it does seem to be working. Okay, he's free. He's free. Root. Ooh. Those 1k hits, we won't last long against those. No, we won't. He's free. Okay. Didn't get a hit, we still got full. Ooh, bit further away than that. Okay. Ugh. Broke as I was casting. Okay, he's running slower. He's running slower. Not slow enough, though. Back to full. Yep. Yeah, can't perk him. Still a little out of range for perks, but let's just go with what's working. Let's go with what is working. Okay, we're down to 2 bubbles. Okay, with that run speed, he's a bit easier to manage. Ooh, he says just before, you know, he got cocky and died. Last bubble, come on. We can do it. Yes, unbelievable. So there you go, soloed at 199. That's probably easy peasy for some people. Now, before I forget, goggles. Will we get all cocky, run outside and die? Right, so that leaves us now with return to ruminating strife. So I am really rather pleased with that. Now, if the Yutto acts surprised, I don't blame him. I think this is actually night time for Penumbra. Not that it ever gets very dark. Mind you, if you are somewhere that's very snowy and frosty, it is quite bright at night, especially if the moon is out. Because light's being bounced everywhere, especially off the moon onto the snow and then back around into your eyes. Anyhow, it's still kind of over bright during the day, but I think that's by design. I think it actually is meant to be snow blindness, you know. So I think it deliberately is turned up that little bit. Right, here he is. Ruminating strife. Don't think he's going to bother you. Until he respawns, anyway. Do we want to know about... No. Will we do you a favour? Yes. Okay, talk to the one whose mind is Talk to the one whose mind is riddled, and he is... Oh, yeah. So whichever way you cut it, it's a bit of a hike to get to. This is where wishing I had higher run speed definitely becomes a thing. And he has got quite a few mobs around by him, but should be okay. So, on the research, we're getting pretty close now. And I think what I'm going to do is turn XP back on. Yes, I do. Yes, I know I said, but... oh, God. And the available, I've got a couple that I will just... They'll blitz through. If I leave it at 40%, it will cap. I may as well have that and make a crack on Apotheosis, which we can get at 200. So straight away we get a real good comp lit type buff. And then the second one, straight away, nano and... Yeah, I mean, it is really, really good. So, I'm thinking that's a thing. Go back to behaviour. We'll turn XP on. I'm going to stay over at 100%. I think that's going to be plenty. But it just feels like I'm not moving. You know, my toon is new. I can't put new gear on. There's no point really harshly twinking at 199. So... yeah, so there you go. You can solo that guy at the appropriate level. If you've never been here, this is Garden Exit Calm. I can't think which one it is now. Let's just move it to us. Yutto was Wasteland. If you come out here, if you didn't know, there's some trade skill ones, but there's one special one here. I think. Where's he gone? I can't remember. Is one of these guys. Pharmacist? No. Metal worker. Could be. Have a look. Yeah. Sells Yutto's modified NCUs. So there you go. For us, a quality 203 only costs 11 million. Only. So you can buy them. Here. If you buy them in ICC, you will pay way more than that. Stupid amounts of money more than that. So, up to you, but seriously, I wouldn't. Now, one guy we will not be able to solo, I do not think, is two-time Maloney. We will certainly need help with him, because I don't think we can use a trick like that. Now, the Yutto we want is way down here. With a mob right next to him. So let's take care of the mob. A message for you from Ruminating Strife. He said to tell you blah blah. What did I say to him? Once east, twice north, and 3 times for south and west. Sure, why not? Okay, and this is the memorials bit. This is the running around part of the quest. Now, before we go charging off, let's have a quick reread. Find and talk to the memorial caretaker, not from the White Citadel, the unredeemed temple. So it's not this one over here. Let me just pull up that map a little more for you. It's actually the one on the opposite side of Penumbra, the White Citadel. So he's a little ways near there. A couple of ways we could go. We could run back, go through the tube and go north. But from where we are, it's about as quick to cut through. There is a little zone border there. And then come down that way. So that's what we're going to do. This does require a fair bit of running. I kind of wish I had a run buff, but I don't. Hence another reason to switch XP back on. Because I want more run speed. How sad is that? Excruciating. No, you can't get up there. We've tried. There's an invisible wall that's so high you would need flight to be able to get past it. And you can't fly in Shadowlands, so unless you're a GM. Actually, you can get up there. I'm not going to tell you how, but it's not an exploit. It's just kind of using geometry against itself. So, yeah. So here's our zone border. Let's cut through. I think we actually get... Do we get a marker? No. But we do get some kind of directions. Now, if you pop to AOU, they actually have the exact coordinate markers. So after this first one, I'll show you that, because this one, you sort of know where it is anyway. And the first few aren't too terrible to get to be honest. It's just a lot of running, and I think with my editing style, you're not going to have to put up with that. But compared to Sheol, it's a total picnic. Yes, it is. What's that? Don't know who that is. Don't know what quest he's related to. Now, we want to go where that kind of smoke plume, I suppose, going all the way up to the sky is, more or less. Now, this guy is a little tricky to get to. Don't fall off the edge, for one. Now, we need to get up on that ledge there, but obviously we're not jumping quite as high as that. But you do jump up here. Unless I've gone wrong. No, I haven't. There he is. Target. And talk to him. Hello, is this a memorial, Mr. Memorial Day? I was sent by your boss to check it out. So everything okay here then? Where's the closest one from here? And he says southwest. Now the next one is marked on this map. You can see it's just down there. Now if you go to AOU, you'll see here, that's him. And it gives you the position. Now if you copy these numbers here, copy, and in here type waypoint, space, and then the numbers. Oh, that's gone rather wrong. Yeah, it used to work. Maybe that's why they're like this now. No, that's broken. So yeah, maybe that's why they've removed the hyperlinks. But yeah, if you hit F9, these numbers here would be more or less correct. So to get there, well, you can jump down or run around. These guys will instantly aggro me now. I checked on my faction. You can see unredeemed, dreaded. So yes, they really don't like me. I'm kind of okay with that. It goes with the territory, being on the good team. Right, now, get into this. There are a few mobs along route. However, I don't think we're going to be too bothered with them. I think for the most part we can calm most of them, even the hecklers. Hecklers are surprisingly easy to calm. They don't have a lot of nano resist. Geometry, however, still a problem. We want to go pretty much directly south, but the game is trying to send me all kinds of other directions. So we're kind of fighting with it at the moment. There we go. You can see another memorial, similar looking sort of thing. We just want the Yutto guy. Now before we talk to him, even though the talk symbol comes up, target him. There you go. Okay, quickly talk to him. Same again. Yeah, I don't want the history lesson. So everything's okay. Great, where's the next one? There you go. You should turn your sight south to a small island. Now this one can be very tricky. You need to go, if you remember we did the machines at the very beginning of this quest. It's right on the other side. So we've got a fair old rundown for a start. So yeah, let's not play with those. And it's almost directly opposite the ravine, in fact, which is probably, if you climb, the first place you're going to try and save or access to save in Penumbra. Mind the gaps. You see that little ramp there? We went up, clicked on the machine. Just wondering, let me just try a quick rafter. How tough are they these days? It should be quite manageable. Don't get cocky just because you beat a boss, because you used the actual toolkit NTs were given. And he doesn't have ridiculous range. You recouped one of your previously... yeah, we've maxed out pool. So, yeah, XP gains should be a little nuts. I was hoping he might drop an insignia, but he didn't. Right, so we're going up this bit here, but we really want to stay near the edges. We're not talking about little mobs like this guy up here. No, there's some much less friendly guys. So we really do need to be on this sort of outer rim. Oh, looks like Rad's finally got the bit of kit he wanted. Yes, he's got the stuff from the Gauntlet, the Bastion armour. So yeah, pretty hard to get on for most classes, although over 220, not really. You can see there, 500 ACs, load of nano skill stuff, add off, add damage. Pretty nice. pretty damn nice. It's more or less best in slot shoulder armor, I think, other than the beast shoulder pads now. Yeah, these are the kind of mobs I'm talking about. We don't want to go playing with them just yet. No, we do not. Not nearly defensive enough. Oh, good God. Oh, good God, no. Oh, that was bad. Yes. We've come the wrong way. We should have gone anti-clockwise. This could go horribly wrong. However, gotten away with it. Ooh. Yes, as I was saying and partially daydreaming there, don't run through the middle of this little island. You will not live. Unless, you know, you're 220 or something. In which case, have fun. Now, I'm staying right along here till we get to this guy. But yeah, you do want to be away from the middle as much as you can. So same drill again with this guy. Target, get the update, and talk to him. I was sent to see how the memorial's doing. Everything okay? Where can I find another? Goodbye. So he says the next one should travel south. Well, he just cut me dead there. Yeah, find and talk to the 4th memorial caretaker somewhere in the western forest by a wreck. So, if you remember, on the other side, let's expand the map. Let's expand the map. Oh, good God. Yeah. So, if I zoom out, it's a bit clearer. There you go. So, at the moment, we're here. The next one we want is over on the west side. If you remember, before we got to... There's Al Appa. There's the pipe. Now, if I zoom in now, same again. You'll see Memorial Caretaker. Now, it's not very clear on the map, but there is a kind of a wreck there that I've always pretty much liked. So the quick way from here, believe it or not, is to run through the pipe. It's the most direct route. So it's the one we're going to go for. Let's make sure we've got little layers. How are we doing? Book 3. We only need one more book. And we've got spec 4 done. I'm not sure if you can hand it in. I think you can hand it in by 199. Should be able to, I would have thought. This is also probably one of the most solid ways of getting your spec 4 done. You absolutely get the reward at each stage, and it's no drop, and it spawns in your inventory. So there's little else to go wrong other than dying and such. And the drops in Penumbra are notoriously bad. So if you're looking for a Doja here, it's really hard to get one. If you're looking for an insignia, it's also somewhat stupidly hard to get one. See how we do with this guy. Is that still coming? Surprises me. If I can get an insignia, we'll go that way. If I don't get the insignia, we'll run through the tube. Ah! As if by magic. Okay, let's do this. I mean, you can literally go any which way you want, but I just think the pipe's a bit quicker. Now, the exit we want, we've got Blue Mist, which is right south, the ravine where we've just come from, and then Yutto's Wasteland, and that's kind of it, really. There's not really much else in here. So, let's go to Yutto's Wasteland. And then you can see we're pretty close to the memorial caretaker there. He's a little southwest of us. More west than south. West, west, south. If we can have south to southwest, can you have west, west, south? Never quite been able to figure that out. You wouldn't believe it for someone that lives within, 500 yards of the sea. I know nearly nothing nautical. Oh well. Right, so here we go. One more memorial. And talk to him. Hi, glad I found you. Not really. No, I don't want to know about the Zan. I've already heard it 20 million times. Goodbye. Right, and the last one is way up north. And on the area here, I think. Find and talk to a fifth memorial caretaker by Purity, the Redeemed Temple, which is where I was pretty adamant I needed to start this quest from, and it isn't. If we go into the character, now we've been here before and we did it pretty much the way I'm doing it now by following this path, and this was the path that led you through all the checkpoints, which is why we ended up running out to the Citadel, because the mobs didn't want to stop playing. They were like, no, don't go in, stay out and play. Because they wouldn't stop when we got to the Yutto we needed to talk to, but we do need to find somewhere relatively okay-ish to jump across. I think we're okay here. Indeed, yes we are. And the memorial itself is not the actual temple, it's further back. Up and over here. If we had the sanctuary key, we'd have come straight here, but we don't. And the sanctuary key, believe me, is a lot more arseache to get than doing this quest. It most certainly is. There you go, memorial, and a very little tiny memorial caretaker. Target him. Talk to him. I found a memorial stone, haven't I? I was sent here to check how you're doing, so everything is okay then. Goodbye, and now return to the one whose mind is riddled, which is the guy who's way south, down that kind of ravine. Now, don't jump over too far south on here, because you'll have a hell of a long run, because it's kind of sealed off. He is sealed off from the rest of it in a kind of odd way. Don't need you, so... Yay! Finished research, got a big chunk of XP. So, we got what? An extra 30 in matter creation. We now have to nano and knit and other stuff. So yeah, no, everything seems fine apparently. Anything else I could help? And he now sends us back across the way to Shivering Pete. The treasure hunt. Now, this again is somewhere this time I'm really positive we are not going to beat two-time Maloney solo. No. I think we got lucky, damned lucky, with the Tarpaulin, whatever his silly name was. We got pretty damn lucky with him. We will not be that lucky with two-time Maloney at the end of Shivering Pete, but we can at least go and get some treasure for him, because it does seem to trip a lot of people up. There we go. Spec 4, Book of 4. We've literally completed Spec 4, so that's all our specs done. So at the minute, I'm heading more or less towards that beam of white coming out there, which of course is the Incarnator. Because that leads to the tunnel. And the tunnel, the quick way to go, I think, from here. Spamming the jump button. Spamming the jump button. To climb all the hills. Right, okay, so we're at the pipe. Now, let's remember that nothing in here is very, very friendly. So let's have layers up and run. Right, in we go. No hanging around. And also, because our redeemed faction is as high as it is, or our unredeemed rather, when we exit on the other side, we're not going to be met with open arms and love. Unfortunately, that's just not on the cards for us. Yes, unfortunately, the unredeemed don't seem to like us. Hi guys, how's it going? Okay. Oh, thought I dodged a bullet there. Apparently not. I think all of them decided to aggro. Yeah, it's kind of written into the game. Once you get past a certain point in faction, basically, almost no matter their level, they hate you. Which is okay. I know, I was thinking of the guy who stands on top of those things. He's later. He's quite a bit later, actually. Okay, let's just go directly over the Incarnator this way. I mean, really, could you not finish the bloody ground here? You know, even if you just plonk a bit of snow there. Or are we meant to think there was a big lump of snow and it melted? Because supposedly, all the snow in Penumbra is its reaction to the heat coming from Pandemonium and Inferno. However, not so sure. Now, Shivering Pete is along the edge along here. Be careful. I've occasionally, in these little ravines here, come across hecklers. I'm not sure if they natively put themselves there or whether that was just some kind of a thing. Now, let's put the books away because I think we're going to need the inventory space. Shivering Pete. Okay, what happened to you? Okay, and what was it? Okay, well, that kind of sucks. Unless what? Thought you'd never ask. Confront two-time Maloney. Now, he will definitely kick our bottom. Undoubtedly. We will not survive him. And once again, we're getting low on some of the buffs we had earlier on. Now, he warps you to him, does a lot of damage. Generally, he's just not a very friendly guy. And the location he's in is a bit tricky at this level because you do have quite a few unfriendly mobs around him. And it's a little bit confusing to get to as well, even with a marker. Got the treasure marker there that we're going to find half a map to go and get. However, still got to beat him. I mean, we can give it a go, but it will mean ending on another death. Now, getting to him, you can see he's marked on Atlas of Shadowlands map. But getting to that exact point is trickier than it looks. It's not amazing there, but it can be a bit confusing. You can end up running in and going, well, why aren't I looking right at them? And these guys, they're green, but there's a lot of them. Well, I offered to calm you. You didn't want the calm. Did he drop anything? Ooh. Oh. Well, never mind. A really, really naff spirit. Right, okay. So yeah, don't go in that one because you have to deal with all that aggravation. So here, you're looking at your map marker going, well, I should be right on top of the guy. I'm not. So yeah, there's all that to deal with. And then all these guys to deal with. And he's actually right here, on the other side of this wall. So, almost certainly, we are going to die. But, he is where he is as well. You can't... I don't think I can get out of his range and still hit him. I think he warps as well. I'm here to pay respects from your partner. Yeah, you have something that belongs to him. And then he aggroes. Ow! Ow! Jesus! Wet! Yeah, two-time Maloney? Not happening. Not today. Just see if anyone's ready and willing to help just now, and if not, then we'll call it a day on this one. Okay, folks. Bye for now.